What's up, my friends? Action Figure Junkie back with you with something new, different, hopefully exciting. So guys, I decided to share a little something with you. Check out these 5 customs. These 5 customs were actually made by me as commissions. Dude, I have people paying me now to make action figures. Yeah, living the dream much? Check them out. So, sorry, we'll get the camera steady. Okay, check it out. These are my latest 5 commissions. I've been doing commissions for a little while, but haven't really been talking about it, which is stupid. Because I figure if I tell a few more of you, then maybe a few more of you will want me to do it. And that's more money in my pocket for action figures, because Action Figure Junkie is a junkie of action figures. However, I've had this long-standing rule with my wife that I do not pay for toys with the money I make at my career. I am a recruiter, and I don't make a shit ton of money. I do all right. My wife works too. We do all right between the two of us. But little insight into behind the curtain. Yeah, my entire toy collection, I'd say no joke, 95% of it has been money I have earned, has been paid for with money I have earned on side hustles and side jobs and, you know, maybe gifts for Christmas or birthdays or whatever, but I have not spent my work wages on action figures for a very, very long time. And this is how we keep a happy marriage, because my action figure addiction is quite severe. And if I spent my work wages on it, yeah, we might not eat. So that would be bad. So I have a couple of clients, one of them being a very regular client. Shout out to Nick. What up, yo? Look what's coming your way, because 2 of these are going in a box as soon as this video is done and being shipped off to one lucky individual. All right, so check it out. Nick likes me to make him, you know, basically what I do is custom modern updates of G.I. Joe, classic G.I. Joe figures. And he, you know, kind of tells me, well, I like this there, I like that there, and I try to make it as good, you know, as close to his specifications as possible, and he seems to have been pretty happy. So these ones are all going to Nick. I actually have a box coming from Marauder Task Force probably today or tomorrow. Sip of my delicious morning tea, because I am tired. Doing my podcast last night. I was up till very late. Free shout out. Murder of Nerds podcast. We were doing a Halloween Ouija board seance. So dorky. Anyway, how many things can I plug in this video? So yeah, Nick has, these are the 5 ones that are going to Nick. Now, it's pretty obvious, I would think. You can tell who these guys are. First, over here, we've got a current modern updated version of Hit and Run, one of my all-time favorite figures. A basic Marauder Task Force body, weapons, some Hasbro with the hook, some Hasbro with the head, and some little black camo painting, if you can see it, to make it look as much like as the original Hit and Run as possible. And behind him, let's move you over, Dookie. Heavy machine gunner. I think it's pretty obvious. Those guns, what do they tell you? That's a current modern updated version of Rock and Roll. These are all very similar. I have made all these figures for myself, and these ones are all very similar to my versions. You know, I kind of show my clients, and, you know, I show Nick a picture of mine, say, I can make it just like this. What do you think? And he'll say, yeah, I like that. Just add a gun here, add a knife there, put that thing there, put that thing there. And I do it, and he loves them. So that's pretty much all Marauder Task Force parts on Rock and Roll. So he just, I wanted him to look like the classic 80s version, and I think he does. I think that's pretty much, you could tell from a mile away, that's Rock and Roll. Next to him is another classic OG-13 member. Current modern updated representation of Breaker. Let's move these guys over a little bit. Breaker, communications expert. First original G.I. Joe 13 from 1982, communications expert. So to make a current modern updated version of Breaker, I loaded the dude up with cell phones and walkie-talkies. Basic green with rolled up sleeves, the beard, the helmet, to look as close to the original representation as possible. I think he's pretty obviously Breaker from a mile away, and got this great old school radio backpack. I mean, if you're sporting that backpack, you're the guy who makes the calls. So this one is actually going in the mail today. So hope you enjoy your new home breaker with Nick and his incredible collection. Nick is another action figure junkie as well. He has got more toys than you could shake a stick at, and has started his son down the path. Who's that chick? Who's that sexy bitch? I think it's kind of obvious, I would think. There we go, now we can see your beautiful face. This is a current modern updated version of Lady J. Kind of just sticking to the original version. Mostly green, a little brown splash of color, black hat. My Lady J actually had a green hat, and I thought I thought Lady J had a green hat my entire life. All this time I thought Lady J, when I made my current updated version, she had a green hat, because I always thought she had one. And I went back and looked at the original version on yojo.com. Boom, what do you know, Lady J had a black hat. So I tried to update her for Nick to be a little bit more loyal, and he dug the hat, so she's on her way. That piece, her Javelin backpack, that's all Hasbro. That's really, to me, what kind of makes her, obviously, Lady J, as well as the belt. So, there you go. Now, who do we got? For sure, what do they call him? Top. He's got all kinds of cool names. This is my Duke. God, drawing a blank. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day, and it's only 9:30. Let's come front and center. All right, Hasbro head, obviously. Big ass cool Hasbro gun, a la, Dutch in Predator. I freaking love that M16 with a grenade launcher. That just looks legit in his hand. So this Duke is just basically my attempt to look as close to the original as possible. Tan shirt, rolled up sleeves, blonde hair, all business look on the face. Remember the original Duke with that silly ass smirk? I mean, I love the figure back in the day, but I don't need a figure that's got a dopey grin on his face, which the original Duke had. Why, I don't know, but hey, Hasbro, they do what they do. And they did what they did, and we loved it. So this Duke looks a bit more serious. Green pants, sidearm, knife, then the strap that goes across the shoulders. I personally have a tendency to cut mine and glue mine down. I don't really like them to move around because they tend to look a little too loose. For me, I like it to be tight, and it's not going anywhere. You could turn this Duke upside down, it's not falling off. So this is a bit of a different video. It's a bit longer. I hope you guys like it. These are some of my current commissions. I'll be making more. I got a package coming in the mail to make another tripwire. So maybe I'll just keep you guys informed. So if you like what you see, feel free to hit me up, because I really enjoy doing this. I say if you love what you do, it's never work, and it sure doesn't feel like work. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, find me on all the socials, Action Figure Junkie, Action Figure Junkie 2 on Instagram. I started a new page to try to promote the original page. Let's see how that goes. Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Find me. I love you guys so much, and as always important, what are we going to do today? It's pretty obvious. There isn't a single Cobra here. Ready?